monkey. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, little monkey. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, little monkey. Bum, 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 bum.
With the geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll with the pride through the red fair. With the geek, you'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein. He will not decline. You're the answer to his prayer. These geeks don't care. I wanna rock, but that means being inclusive of people and the cultures without appropriating them. I wanna rock, but that means being conducive to a balanced life of work and play and avoiding all blues. And I wanna rock.
Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher, is what a young man could learn how to roll his R's when his pants look like he's hiding cigars. The only phrase in his mind is estoy cachando, which is Spanish for I'm super horny. Visions of hot dogs wrapped in tortillas was a legend of Miss Garcia.
Super Danny's only super when he's blackout drunk. He can stop a robbery just by blowing chunks. When you see the damn signal of a bottle of Jack in the sky, let you know you can rely on Super Dan. Oh, you can bet that he will show. Oh, 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 if he's face down in a Merlot. Put on some sweatpants, some sweatpants and fuzzy slippers. Put on some sweatpants. I said they still fit tight and your butt still looks nice, but you won't have to walk like you're walking on ice. Sweatpants, kitties and boobs, 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 kitties and boobs. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole. Punching fucking Nazis so hard it gives them the runs, and then we'll sit right back, relax in the grass with our picnic in the sun.
Hello, here we are. Bum, 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 bum. It's Thursday. It's word salad. First word salad of the year. Happy New Year. Thanks for coming to join me here. Christy4764 is here on Twitch. Okay. Nice to see you, Christy. And whoever else is, if you're watching, drop a comment in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And we are doing something fun tonight. And it's a deep cut night is what we're doing here. So I'm going to play you some songs that don't ever get played, either ever or anymore. There's a few anymore, and there's a few never. So we got some interesting tunes to get into tonight, and this is for the real fans. If you've heard, kitties and boobs and punching Nazis and all that kind of stuff 1,000 times, and you want to hear me do something from the deep side of the catalog, that's what we're here for tonight. And we got some other fun stuff coming up later in the show as well. So let's say we get into it. Oh, by the way, if you are watching in the Team Philogelos community, which I hope you are, because that's where I sent the links to, be sure to put your comments in the black comment box on that post rather than in the post comments, because I will see them if you put them in the black comment box. I might not see them if you put them in the post comments. So just a little bit of housekeeping right there. And also, if you would like to invite a friend to watch the show with you this evening, I'm going to share a link in the chat where that is available to watch. And you can send them this YouTube link right here. Let me drop that in right there. Let's see here. Invite your friends to watch. There we go. Cool. Hey, Dana's here. Is that Dana I saw? Yeah, there's Dana. Can't get it to work on the site, but I finally remembered. I'm glad you're here, Dana. Curious why it doesn't work on the site, because I tested it, and it is indeed working. Yep, it's working on the site for me, so I'm not sure what you ran into there, but I want to make sure that that we get that fixed if there is something wrong with it, because there's probably a whole bunch of people trying to watch it right there. So, like I said, it's Deep Cut Night. We are traveling back in time. We're traveling into my notebooks. We're traveling back into the catalog, into the back of the catalog, to find some stuff that I never play. And either I never played it at all, which we'll see later in the show, or it's stuff that I did play at some point, and then put away into the archives, put away in the vault like Disney does. Dana says maybe it hates Firefox. Shouldn't? I don't know. I haven't tried the community in Firefox, but I'll have to try. Dana, let me know if the post itself is, or the video itself is coming up and you just can't get it to play, or if there's something else going on in there. So anyway, our first deep cut for tonight is one that you might have heard before. I've played it a few times here on the Word Salad live stream, but it was requested by Monica Lane. And so I want to make sure that I play this one for Monica. And this is a song that I wrote many years ago, and it was about, at that time, we had a goth community here in the San Francisco Bay Area, but it was right as Silicon Valley was really starting to bubble, right in the early 2000s there, you know, and so we had goth kids that would show up at the goth night at the local rock club, and in their black makeup and mopey and everything, and then they would drive off in their Beamer. Or their Mercedes that their rich dad bought them. And so I thought it would be fun to sing this song from the point of view of somebody who really didn't get the goth thing at all. And I figured that would be a Dixieland jazz guy. So this song is called Hey Little Goth Girl. Hey little goth girl, why you look so sad? Did your little brother rip up your lace? Silver spoon fall out your face? Hey little goth girl, why you look so sad? Is death the only way out of this living hell? Why, evil princess, do you sit in the dark? Did your trust fund run out? Crash your Beamer when you parked? Hey little goth girl, what's the problem now? Did your black lipstick plum run all out? Satanic friends aren't so devout. Hey little goth girl, what's the problem now? Maybe a little sun would help you out. Why do you cry on the floor at the club? Did you sit in some gum? Latex pants start to rub. Hey little goth girl, why you look so sad? Did your boyfriend get his pale ass beat? Maid ask you to wipe your feet? Hey little goth girl, why you look so sad? You've got the money, get a therapist. You've got the money, get a therapist. You've got the money, why are you so pissed? There we go. Hey little goth girl. Yeah. Dana says she was playing with goth back when they called it Darksider. Yeah, okay, cool. I dabbled in the goth thing for a bit in my metal days. In particular, there was one time, this was, gosh, I don't know, this must have been 20 years ago at least. I was an extra in a movie where I had to be dressed up as a goth, and they did me all up with the makeup and the whole thing. And I finished my scene in the movie, and I was coming back, and I called my girlfriend and said, hey, I'm done on set. I'm going to swing by. And she's like, oh, you got to come by. Don't take the makeup off. I want to see what my mom says when she answers the door. And this is how cool my girlfriend's mom was. I knocked on the door. She opened it. She went, hey, Phil, come on in. Didn't even faze her that I was wearing all this makeup and all the crap on my face. Did not faze her one bit. Ellen was a cool cucumber. All right, so next up, on Deep Cuts night is a song that I consider kind of my first hit. This was a song inspired by a line in a Jim Carrey film called Me, Myself, and Irene. And my girlfriend and I were watching this movie, and they said this one line, and we both went, oh my gosh, that's a song title. And so I turned it into a song. Here we go. It's a love song. It's called Whale Blubber. You and I were talking about how much we love each other, saying things that lovers say, promises kept till our dying day, oh yeah. I turned to you, one thought in mind, hoping that you'd make the sacrifice. Hoped you wouldn't run away, hoped you wouldn't hate the things I'd say. I'd lie down in the rain, I'd swallow all the pain of 100,000 invertebrates chomping at my brain. But would you eat whale blubber for me? Oh, I'd blow a grizzly bear, shave off all my body hair. I'd sucker punch an old grandma just because I care. But would you eat whale blubber for me? Would you eat whale blubber for me? Our love is like a junkyard, full and worth so much to someone. That someone is us, our junkyard of lust, oh yeah. I turned to you I turned to you, one thing in mind, hoping that you'd make the sacrifice. Hoped you wouldn't run away, hoped you would, nope, that's it. Hang on. Oh no, and I turned to you on bended knee. I had it right the first time. Didn't see your love. I haven't played these in a while. Your love for me is so unreal. I'm hoping that you'll prove it with a meal. I'd lie down in the rain, I'd swallow all the pain of 100,000 vertebrates chomping at my brain. But would you eat whale blubber for me? Oh, I'd blow a grizzly bear, shave off all my body hair. I'd sucker punch an old grandma just because I care. But would you eat whale blubber for me? Would you eat whale blubber for me? Now, this is the part of the song when you listen to the recording. It's on my album Rib for Your Pleasure. There's a big rockin' like guitar solo, wee guitar solo, but I can't. That would sound dumb if I tried to do that by myself. So this is what it sounds like when I do this version of it. Of 100,000 invertebrates chomping at my brain. But would you eat whale blubber for me? Oh, I'd lick up all the crust from the tires of your truck. I'd have gay sex with Donald Duck. I just don't give a But would you eat whale blubber for me?
me.
There we go. That is Whale Blubber. Early in my career, that was my big closer. And man, people dug that song. There was one night where I made a terrible mistake with it, though. I was playing at a club called Rooster T. Feathers in Sunnyvale, California. And it was like a showcase night kind of thing, Wednesday night show. And I was supposed to do, I don't remember what amount of time I was supposed to do, but I did not see the light. We get a light from the back of the room when it tells us, like, we've got 2 minutes left or 1 minute or whatever we agree on, right? So there'll be a light in the back of the room. And at Rooster T. Feathers, it's a red light that sits in their sound booth and also blends in really well with the other red lights around it from the bar behind the sound booth. So I completely missed the light that night. And I started into that song, which in its full show form was a solid 6 or 7 minutes long of just ridiculousness. And I found out when I got off stage, they're like, "Oh, you blew 7 minutes through the light." And I was like, "Oh no." You know, there's a lesson there. And that lesson is I still haven't been booked at that club for my entire career. The owner there does not like me for whatever reason. Probably it goes back to that and she doesn't even remember it. But anyway, that's where it is. Dana, I'm glad Twitch is working. I don't know. That's sometimes the tech things just happen. So this next song, I've never performed anywhere that I can remember except for one time, because I wrote wrote is a weird, I don't know. Wrote is a weird word here. You'll find out why. But I created this song as a special thing for when I was doing a college showcase for the college market, which I did years and years ago. Chris Valenti and I used to do college gigs. And so you have to go to these big events that they have around the country and showcase for all the college bookers. And I had a late night, I was closing out this late night showcase. And I did, there's another song here that I'm going to do tonight that I did that one. And I'm going to do this next one here for you that I killed. Like, it was one of the best sets I'd ever had to that point. Absolutely destroyed. The crowd loved me, and I got 0 bookings out of it the next day because they felt that I was too dirty for their colleges. Now, the whole thing about colleges and political correctness and whatever is fine. I have no problem with safe zones or anything like that. But to say that college kids don't think about dirty things, come on. Let's get real. So anyway, I wrote this song, created this song. I won't even say I wrote this. I created this specifically for that college audition. And the thing is, because they always want musicians to play a cover song at those things, because that's cover bands. They get a lot of work there. So if you're a musician, you can play something original, but they want to hear a cover. And but I'm a comedian, right? So it doesn't make sense. And so I thought, well, I got to find a cover that really appeals to everyone, that everybody knows the words to, that they can sing along with. That's a familiar piece of music. And this is what I came up with. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain to wash that spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up that spout again. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. A little black spider slid up beside her, took the girl's breath away. He said, "Ooh, baby, you're looking fine tonight. Let's go back to my web for a little girl on Spider Delight." The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain, washed that spider right on out. He said, down came the sun, and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up that spout again. He went up that spout again and 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 again. There we go. That is my version of the Itsy Bitsy Spider for the college kids. And they loved it. They loved it. They loved it. They did not book me after, but they loved it. Hey, Ryan Trauber's in the house. What's up, Ryan? Mr. Ben Comedy himself. So I did that. I did that for the college kids. And so of those three, so part of what we're doing this for tonight is I want to see if you want any of these, if you think any of these should come back into my show. Because these are songs that either never got played, rarely got played a lot, and then put away back in the vault. So tonight we played Hey Little Goth Girl, we played Whale Blubber, and we played Itsy Bitsy Spider. So those are the first three. So if there's any of those you think I should put back in the show, feel free to drop a comment in there, and we'll see if any of them make it back into the show. So let me check my notes here. We should talk some tour dates real quick, because that stuff is coming up. And let's see here. Where's my tour dates? Okay, so tomorrow night, January the 16th, I'll be at the Stage at Burke Junction in Cameron Park, California. January the 24th, I'll be at Trek Wine in Novato, featuring for Jeff Applebaum. Normally, I headlined at that venue, but I'm going to go out and do a little feature set with Jeff because he's a good dude. And then I'll be back there later in the year for another headline show. January the 27th, I'll be headlining at Max 19 Broadway in Fairfax, California. February the 7th, the Revolution Stage Company in Palm Springs. I need some help with this one. If this is my first time doing like a theater by myself as a headliner, where I'm just like going in with the show, you know. If you know anybody in Palm Springs, let them know that I'm going to be there February 7th at Revolution Stage Company, because I could use some help on that one. We're doing an ad campaign and all that kind of stuff, but it'll be interesting to see. It's my first time doing this type of show the way I'm doing it. February the 12th, I'll be at Two Pitchers Brewing in Oakland, California. February 13th, I'll be at Barrel Proof Comedy in Santa Rosa, California. And February 20th and 21st, I will be at the Laugh Out Lounge in Winter Haven, Florida. So those are all headline shows except for the one at Trek Wine. So you come out and see me do the big show, and we're going to have a good old time. All right. Let's get into the next section of tunes that we got happening here. I'm going to call this the relationship portion of the show. And I found 4 songs that I think go well together as sort of a story. And the first one here, there's 2 in here. I'll warn you ahead of time. There's 2 in here that are not funny songs. They're regular, straight, standard songs from before I was comedian. Before I was a comedian. And so this first one is one of those. And this is a song about falling in love with somebody that you didn't think you were going to fall in love with, and you're not sure that they're right for the whole deal. So here we go. She won't say why. When I ask her why, she cries. She's never been in love before. The future scares her more and more. 'Cause I'm not the kind of guy her girlhood dreams designed. She can't understand why I'm not worried at all. This is what I tell her when I tell her we won't fall. I don't have $1 million and I don't drive a Mercedes-Benz, but my heart is true, my soul is pure. Live on faith and trust, and you can share my pixie dust. She wonders if I'm the one to take away all that's wrong. Will I turn out like her dad, or stand up and be a man? Will I provide all the things her shy little heart could need? She can't understand why I'm not worried at all. This is what I tell her when I tell her we won't fall. my heart is true, my soul is pure. Oh, I don't have $1,000,000 and I don't drive a Mercedes Benz, but my heart is true, my soul is pure. I live on faith and trust, and you can share my pixie dust. That holds our life together, lighter than a feather. Every doubt in your mind, the trust that knows I won't deceive you with lies that you can see through. Cause I just ain't that kind, just ain't that kind. I don't have $1,000,000 and I don't drive a Mercedes Benz. My heart is true, my soul is pure. Oh, I don't have $1,000,000 and I don't drive a Mercedes Benz, but my heart is true, my soul is pure. I live on faith and trust, and you can share my pixie dust. There we go. That was called Share My Pixie Dust. The only recording of that, it's never gotten a studio recording. It is on the Roadside Attraction live concert film called Raising a Raucous. And so that would be the place if you want to hear the full band version of that. Maybe one of these days I should do a regular, like a full studio version of that one. I like that song a lot. We did perform it a bunch. Ever since I, started being a comedian, obviously I haven't played that one, so it's fun to pull that one out. So this is the next relationship song here. I don't remember ever playing this one live. Maybe it happened once or twice somewhere, but I pulled this one out of my notes here. Lopsided shirt, one missing sock, pants with bleach spots, starched hard as a rock. There's nearly an empty drawer. She doesn't make me do her laundry anymore. There we go. That's a short one. That didn't even come out with all the other short songs. That was just something in my notebooks. I might have performed that once or twice, but I don't think I ever did. All right. So then we take the next step in our relationship. We've fallen in love. We've disappointed each other a little bit. And now we get to this one. This is the other song, by the way, that got me no college bookings because they thought I was too dirty. As I step through the door, I can see the look in her eyes. It's a look I see more and more. To see it nearly makes me cry. And it doesn't take much reading to really know the meaning of a look that says, you're not gonna get any tonight. I'm really mad at you. Hell no, we ain't gonna screw. And you're not gonna get any tonight. Her lips said no, but her eyes, said no too. I'm sorry, baby, I never meant to harm, I said as I stepped up towards her to hold her in my arms. I think she missed my meaning. I knew I'd take the fall as she brought her eyes up towards mine and kicked me in the balls and said, you're not gonna get any tonight. 'Cause until you get a clue, I'm gonna let your balls be blue and purple and black, you bastard, and you're not gonna get any tonight. Didn't know what I'd done. I was hard at work all day, even carried groceries for a nun. Helped a man with his toupee, bought us tickets to the ballet and a play in Monterey. Took a trip to Comp USA. This song is really old. Cleaned out my car's ashtray, really old. Took my dose of vitamin K. It keeps going. For lunch I had a fish fillet and a small glass of Cabernet. Then I wrote out a long essay, and a Mexican called me essay. But much to my dismay, she had a different day. And I think I missed her meaning. I knew there'd be some pleading for a point. And she said to me, I had a dream about you last night. And you were in a hot tub with two blonde women with big boobies. And you liked it. You're not gonna get any tonight. 'Cause my dream, it seemed so real. I could club you like a baby seal. And you're not gonna get any. No love until summer, not even a Hummer. You're not gonna get any tonight. Based on a true story. All right, so that one is called Get Any. I think it was in my first comedy special, so that one has been performed quite a bit in the past, but it was way back in my first comedy special, which is called What Color Is Your Laugh? And yeah, that one, the college folks, the college bookers, not the kids loved it. Why? Because they've done it. The kids loved it. The college bookers said, nope, too dirty. And that was the last time I went to a college conference. All right, so there's one more song here in this relationship section. So we went from falling in love, not sure that's the right person, to disappointing each other in some way, through really like getting down in the weeds of relationship minutiae. And this last one is about coming out clean on the other side. And this song is not a funny one. This is actually one of my favorite songs I've ever written. And it's not a funny one, so I don't get to perform it very often. But I'm pretty proud of the recording that's out there. You can hear this on all of the streaming platforms and things like this, but it rarely ever gets performed. So here we go. This one's called Kissing in the Rain. I know this wasn't what you pictured when we set off on our way. The road to happy seems so warm and dry. A big fanfare, red letter day. But then those clouds gathered overhead, and the morning sky turned awfully red. We could hustle for the shelter, or keep pushing on instead. Keep pushing on ahead, and we'll be kissing in the rain as our world tumbles down the drain, and it's storming like the worst it's ever been. We'll be kissing in the rain, pushing the clouds out of the way till the sun comes out again. And we'll be kissing in the rain until then. You could be warming by the fire and left me standing soaking wet. Instead we're splashing through the puddles like children, grabbing all the life that we can get. Some people think for better or worse, it means for better or I'm gone, it seems. But wet or dry, we're making a damn good little team, that nothing comes between. We'll be kissing in the rain as our world tumbles down the drain, and it's storming like the worst it's ever been. We'll be kissing in the rain, pushing the clouds out of the way till the sun comes out again. We'll be kissing in the rain until and when the water has receded, and all we needed has been found in the muddy ground, we'll pick it up and wash it off and make it shine. But in the meantime, we'll be kissing in the rain as our world tumbles falls down the drain, and it's storming like the worst it's ever been. We'll be kissing in the rain, pushing the clouds out of the way, till the sun comes out again. And we'll be kissing in the rain until, kissing in the rain until, kissing in the rain until then. There we go. Woo! Ooh, I got lost partway through that, not gonna lie. Found some chords though, found the chords. So that's Kissing in the Rain. I love the recording of that one. In fact, I love it so much I actually did a remastered, like a remixed version of it, because originally I mixed it. Came out okay, but when I listened back to it a couple years later, I was like, yeah, I'm not happy with it. So we sent that one off. We sent those stems off to Federico, and he did a fantastic remix on it. And you can hear that on all the places. All right, so we're coming down to it here, friends. If you think any of those songs should come back into the show, let me know. Or if you think none of them should come back to the show, just keep that to yourself. No, I'm kidding. But if you have a favorite out of the ones that I've played tonight, I would love to hear what you think that is, or what you enjoyed. Anyway, you got it. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. That's what we're here for. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. My throat's starting to get worn out, and this last song I'm going to do for you is not easy to sing. So I thought it would be fun tonight, since we were going deep into the back catalog and doing some of that. I thought it would also be fun if I sang something new for you. And it's new to you. I'll put it that way. I think I performed this once. I performed it. I feel like I performed it at a casino gig somewhere. And then I put it away because it wasn't done yet. And it's still not done. But it's saying I keep coming back to this one and playing with it, and it's probably something that I'll record at some point. But this song is about, if you've ever been to a show at a club, or even bigger shows, probably this happens at the festivals and stuff too, even more so. But when you go to a club show, like you see a rock band, there is always a girl who's there early. She's very drunk, and she stands at the front of the stage with her back to the band and dances like everybody's there to see her. I'm sure if you've ever been to a club show, you've seen this girl, right? She stands at the front of the stage, back to the band, dancing her ass off, being very disruptive, and screaming at everybody that they're not doing enough, that they're not into it enough. So that's what this song is about. It's called The Girl Can't Dance. I don't even have an intro worked out for it. I'm still playing with it. She's the first one through the club door, center stage on the dance floor. Oh man, I should find the key. She's the first one through the club door, center stage on the dance floor. Show hasn't even started, everyone just hopes she'll quit. Don't get too close or you'll buy the farm. 2 beers in her flailing arms, and with her back to the stage, she drunkenly raged. Come on, you guys, get into it! She ain't got the moves like Jagger. She gets down like a drunk jackhammer, and oh, the girl can't dance. She doesn't trip the light fantastic. She trips over the light fantastic, and oh, the girl can't dance. She's got the confidence of a rocket, but the moves of a day-old baguette. When somebody's bound to get injured when she hears that funk. Or when she whips, it's like driving cattle, and her nay-nay's like a third-grade tattle. And when her hips do lie, and angels die when she shakes her tongue. She moves like she's got an issue of having too many arms like Vishnu. Oh, the girl can't dance. She wants to be your private dancer, but she's got the grace of a discount hamster, and oh, the girl can't dance. She'd like you to think that she's a dancing queen, but please turn up the fog machine. Can't start a fire without a spark. We all wish she was dancing in the dark. Man, those notes were not right at all. She twerks in her bra and thong, looking like a drunk King Kong, and oh, like a caffeinated epileptic. Someone call a paramedic. Shit. She makes perverts apathetic and oh, the girl can't dance. All right, yeah, we made it. We made it. All right. So, that's a newish one. I feel like I want to put a Pink Pony Club reference in there because there's a whole bunch of references in there to like Dancing Queen, Dancing in the Dark, moves like Jagger, Private Dancer, right? Like I put a bunch of song references in there. I really want to put a Pink Pony Club reference in there. And I don't know how yet. I haven't figured it out. But anyway, by the way, Guar did a cover of Pink Pony Club that came out today. It's on YouTube, and it is life affirming. It's wonderful to watch. And we've been campaigning for Weird Al to do the Super Bowl half show for decades now. And I think it should be Weird Al and Guar. I think that would just piss so many people off and be so much fun to have as a Super Bowl halftime show. All right. So, friends, that is our show for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in and being here. I appreciate you coming to hang out. We are going to do a more regular-ish word salad next week. Next Thursday, same time, same place. And thanks, Danny. Yeah, I'll bet you would be. So I'll see you here next Thursday, same time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, and we'll hang out. We'll sing some songs, tell some stories, and it's going to be a good time. All right, see you then. Bye-bye.